Happy December. Because of the holidays, we fell behind, especially me, on not so much reading my devotionals, but sharing them on here. So I'm going to kind of run them all together as quickly as possible. So you can take note, rewatch, do whatever it is you really want to do. We're going to start with The Elder Tree. And again, we use Kate West's Real Witches Year book. So, okay. Its flowers can be eaten and made into wine. A tea or syrup can be made from the flowers and is good for coughs and sore throats. The berries are high in vitamin C and can be eaten in a variety of ways and also make a fine wine. The leaves are also high in vitamin C, and the berries and leaves can be made into jam. The leaves can be boiled and cooled and used as a dressing to relieve an earache. The elderflower water is excellent for the skin, cleansing, soothing, and for those with pale skins, whitening it. It also helps to reduce acne and prevent it from scarring. The bark was boiled to make a laxative tea, and the wood can be easily hollowed out for whistles and for children pop guns. The elder tree is of wisdom and knowledge associated with the crone. It used to be thought of as a tree of death and sorrow. It is said that to cut the tree or to burn its wood is to invite ill luck in. In northern Europe it is said that the elder tree mother inhabits the tree, and if any wood is cut she should follow the wood and haunt the owner. Even fallen wood should only be taken with permission. Elder trees were thought to keep off witches and were hung on doors to protect all within. The branches was supposed to make a wick which they make that a tongue twister for me. The branches were supposed to make a wick which when lit would reveal all the witches in the neighborhood, and then meditate under a fruiting elder if you seek answers from those who have gone before. That was actually a whole lot of facts and a whole little story. It's kind of cool though, because I've actually never taken from an elder tree, even with permission, mostly because, I don't know, it just feels wrong. But, if I ever felt called to make a wand or something from it, I might. So we're going to move on to me trying not to kill a fly. We're going to move on to divination. Divination covers a number of ways of finding out things that are otherwise hidden from us, within our conscience, subconscious, so on. Divination is something many witches have and use, through runes, tarot, certain clairvoyancies. It just depends on what you're called to do. So, there are many forms of divination, some fairly limited, answering only questions with yes or no responses, for example, the pendulum. Others only deal with certain specifics, like divining rods. Some will only answer specific questions, others are better for general readings, like the tarot. Some forms are more useful for others, in-depth examination of a person's character and potentialities, like astrology or palmistry. Probably the earliest forms of divination used water, as in the dark mirror, and fire, as in scrying in the flames. No one method is any better or more accurate than any of the others. It simply is a question of finding the method which you feel most in tune with. In all cases, the cards, ball, runes, or whatever means that you use, the reader can access their inner mind as well as others at times. It is this which actually produces insights which make the reading meaningful. One common misconception about divination is that pictures are actually seen and voices are heard. This is rare. For almost every reader, it is more a question of just finding the knowledge that is already there in the mind. For most people, the secret to learning to read is simply a question of learning to trust these feelings. A second misconception is that our fates are fixed and the reader can tell us exactly what will happen. But any form of divination can only give potentials that are available. Your future is still subject to your own free will. In many tarot readings I have given, and I'll do another video because the longer I make the videos, the longer they take to upload. In many tarot readings I've given, they're like, I just want to know what's going to happen. Well, in tarot, I don't deal with runes, I don't do anything else but tarot. But in tarot, it basically will just give you a guideline to follow. So you are in control of your destiny, so you know what to expect. There are lots of times that a person just knows what they know, and I believe that is a gift from the divines. I wouldn't call myself a fortune teller, but I would say at times I am given the right answers to give that person, the clarity or the closure that they might need. In addition to that, having the medium talents that I have, that come in dreams, that come, in other ways, and I have to get my cat off my turtle, hold on. Get away from Myrtle. Um, if I have a dream and someone comes to me, gives me a name, and I know this person, I will approach that person and tell them, hey, so it's okay to see me in my sleep last night, and they want me to relay this message to you. I believe if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you're led to try some sort of divination, I'd step out and try it. There's a lot of books out there that are step by step and easy, and a lot of YouTube videos you can watch that will teach you how to start reading. And first thing you need to do, if you especially in tarot, is you need to learn every card and all the meanings behind it. You need to get a feel for each one of them, and I assume that goes the same way with runes. Developing a connection with your deck and with your gift is the first step in any divination, I believe. If you don't develop a connection, then what are you really going to read off of? So that's the first two. I will start my next one and get it uploaded as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this and you learned something, and I will see you in just a few minutes. Blessed be.